Welcome everybody, my name is Misael and I want to walk you through a program I made called Impractical Dare. This program was inspired by a show that I like called Impractical Jokers where four friends basically dare each other to do crazy stuff out in public and get people's reactions. So I thought it was a fun concept and I wanted to make it into a little game played from the command prompt. Eventually, hopefully I can move it into a mobile application, but for now let's just walk through it. So I have an import random library that we're going to use to get a random line from the file that we're going to use, and we can create multiple files, each from, each season of the show having multiple dares. So right now I have one called there's one. It's a, just a testing file for now. So first of all, you're going to input the players. We have an array here that you're going to store all the players. So here's a new variable called new player, and we have a while loop that while the new player does not equal start, the new player, the input is going to be enter a player name or enter start to begin the game. So this is what's going to keep track of who's playing. So these players, you're going to append them to new players. So that's how you store that list. Now to remove start, which we don't, because we don't want start to be the name of a player, right? We just want the name of the people that are playing. We're going to pop that last item since it should be start in order to begin the game. We'll print out an empty line just so it can be a bit cleaner and print out the players. So I'll go ahead and show you a demonstration. Right here, enter player name or enter start to begin the game. So my name is Misael. I have a dog named Loki, so we'll use him for these purposes. So Ryan is my roommate, and he has a brother named Garrett. Now to begin the game, we'll press start. And if you see right here, so my name came up, Loki, Ryan, and Garrett's, but we don't have start because we popped that earlier. So right here, you're going to see your challenge is nose, and that got that from here. It's coincidence that it's the first item in the list, but normally if you have a long list, it'll select random one. So it could be way too personal shoppers first, don't I know you, or just etc. etc. But we can see that it's working. And so the way it's doing that is we created random there and imported that. So when it reads these lines, it splits them into each individual line, and then we're going to return a random one. Like I said, to make it cleaner, we're going to print an empty space, and then it'll say your challenge is, which we see right here. Get that file, and then print one of those challenges right here. Now, in order for us to keep track of score, because in Impractical Jokers, whoever has the least amount of thumbs up or thumbs down, then they will have a challenge that they can't back down from, called just like a punishment. So that's what you want to avoid. This game is driven more by, instead of winning, just not to be the loser. So you want to do as many as you can. So for that, we're going to start with player points. Then we're going to append each of the players and assign them a place in the array. So, you always start with 0, 1, 2, 3, but we have 4 players for now. Next to it, you're going to see the 0. This is the starting score. So everybody is initialized with a 0. Now, since it's only, add plus 1 or not get any points at all, the simplest way to do this is just to create an if statement. So for player and players in this loop, if player, referencing one of these, did player complete the challenge, yes or no? It's just simple, binary ones and zeros. So if it's a yes, then player points, you append each player who did press a yes, and then you're going to give them 1 point. If they didn't do the challenge, then they stay at 0, and these points will keep accumulating, and the one with the least points at the very end, like I said, will get a punishment. So you're going to print that out. So let's go ahead and give it a run. So did I complete the challenge? Let's say yes. Loki, no, he's dog, he can't play. Ryan, yes. And lastly, Garrett, no. You see right here, this is what's happening at the very last line of the program. For player and players, print, and then you format the player, so Misael, Loki, Ryan, etc., has a score of, and then you're gonna, plug in player points and then players, so 0, 1, 2, and 3, and then it's going to show up the final score. So Misal has a score of 1, Lucky 0, Ryan 1, Garrett 0, and you can just keep playing this, and then I still have a bit more work to do on it, but it's going to keep accumulating these points. I need to add another loop so we can keep the game going. But for now, this is a good intro to this simple game that I made. I hope you guys like it, and hopefully in the future I can actually make it a game, make it available so other people can play it and have fun. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.